All right, guys, so it happened sooner than I thought. We got the BAC8000 taken off of the Suron. So this bad boy is gonna be for sale. It's gonna come with all this stuff other than the EggRider display, probably like 600 bucks. So someone wants it shipped 600 bucks without the display. And I had to leave the display on because I want to monitor the temperature. And Greenlight Engineering for this kit does not have the EggRider for sale yet. So I can't even Bluetooth into the EggRider anymore now that I connected this. But if you guys can see this thing down here, looks pretty sexy. It was a bitch to put in. I don't like it. This is actually my first impressions ever getting on the bike. What's in the way? All right, so this is my actual first impression riding the bike. I haven't done any calibration. I haven't messed with the tune. Other than I did change the phase amps to, I believe, 700, and I upped the power to 17,000 watts. But yeah, look how sexy this thing looks on here. The only thing I didn't know that wasn't gonna work was I didn't know that this cover that holds, like, it kind of goes right here, it bolts up to here and it sits right here. I didn't know it wasn't gonna fit. So I was trying to get this thing on with this whole cover on, and I was scratching the bottom of this plate up. It's all scratched underneath, you can't see it, thank God. And cut one of my LEDs. Thank God I had extra ones and my RGB lights under here. I didn't know it wasn't gonna fit. After about, I wanna say it probably took me 2.5 hours to do the whole installation. Pain in the ass, just because I have a street legal kit. I got tons of wiring on the bike, so I'm not gonna show you guys how to do it. But let's get on the way and see how it's gonna be. So this display right here, I just decided to go down the street really quick. It says we're pulling exactly 299 amps. So I mean, if that's accurate, before EggRider only said we were doing 177, 180. I don't really feel too much of a difference, to be honest. That's just me, if that's the case. But I'm still trying to figure out why when the EggRider is connected, the bike won't turn on. So I had to turn the EggRider on, then I could turn the EggRider off, but then when I flash this software to the controller, it flashes, it might be working, but then when the EggRider comes on, it overwrites the tune. That's interesting. Save it. Woohoo! This bike is moving. Okay. Gotta love people. I mean, I was jamming, but I don't think she looked at all to see someone else was coming. I appreciate it. Shortcut. Had to beat my coworker. I'll gap you. I should have raced him. We turned this bike up. The reason why we're starting this video at night is because I was trying to learn how to get my EggRider active, because it was on the eMoto Bros activation. And when you get a different controller, it wouldn't let me connect to the EggRider. So I found out how to do it. And we're pushing some good power out of this bike now, baby. I still don't know how many amps we're pulling. The EggRider is showing, it just showed 206. But we're not on 100% full charge. Oh God. The bike feels nice and smooth, but we still have a lot of calibration we have to do with the throttle. I haven't done all that, but I feel like one of these days we'll get into the whole Greenlight Engineering tune and we'll go over the app, go over all the stuff. Bye. But for now, we are at, I think, 17,000 watts now, I believe. and I put it at 700 phase amps. Now, I will be honest, so far I have not felt a huge difference. Like the BAC8000 wasn't worth it. Like maybe will help every so slightly, like with little stuff. I know heat is going to be one of them. I talked about it earlier. Basically, the reason why I started out the video the way I started out at my house and rode, but then went to the night footage, was just because none of the stuff was active on the bike. So what happens is, if you tune the controller from the Greenline Engineering app on your phone, but then you turn on the EggRider display, it overwrites some of your settings. So I was still on stock power, so I didn't use none of that footage. So hopefully you guys can understand. Woo! I also went up to 15% on the field weakening. I think we were at 8% before. Again, it's not crazy. I mean, I like having the biggest, baddest stuff ever. I should have just got the 8000 to begin with, and it looks super nice. I love how the heat shield looks. I can see that the motor right now, it says it's at 17C. If that's right, that is damn cold. I mean, yeah, it didn't go very far, and it is cold out here. It's midnight. I do like that the app shows you your temperature for the motor and the controller, and this one just shows you the motor. I'm really curious on how well the heat sink works. It looks like it just blocks a lot of airflow to the controller, but it does direct it down to the motor, so hopefully that helps. And I didn't know I had to get rid of that black panel at the bottom, so that kind of sucked. But it does open up a lot of room for air to get everywhere. So hopefully when summertime comes, we'll be jamming and not have an issue with any heat or anything. Let's go fast. Let's go, baby, let's go. Woo-hoo-hoo! 64. You might be thinking, hey, we're not going as fast as we used to, and that's just because it's a little windy, not too bad. But I went up to a 48-2 sprocket, which I went to the stock one. But I used to be on a 42 tooth, and we hit like 74. We did have a long straightaway to go, but yeah, we've been pretty fast on this bike. The goal was to get a BAC8000 and try to hit 80 miles an hour. I'm trying to be like Jack Cecil over here. But I don't think it's going to happen with the cold weather because nothing's in operating temperature. It's not ideal on where it should be. But I will say that this power feels very smooth. It's hard to say if my Emoto Bros tune was like more aggressive. Even though, I don't know, I've went over some stuff on this bike, but I don't know, maybe we just gotta tune a lot of stuff on it and just get it kind of dialed in first, because this is legit the very first ride, and it's saying we're already at like 59% battery, which is insane. I don't know, it feels like our battery is going pretty damn quick. We're at 70 volts, which is very insane. Normally I get about like 4 to 5 volts going back and forth to work. This is a lot more than 4 or 5 volts. Love this bike though, super smooth, not that quiet. I thought about going to the belt system, but reliability, the belt system doesn't work very well. I'll just say that. But yeah, I can't wait to start diving into the settings on the Greenline Engineering app. And I want this bike to go faster. So I've noticed that they came out with a new motor. Well, a company, I believe, came out with a new motor for the Sur-Ron. And you do have to, looks like you have to modify a little bit of stuff. But for the most part, looks like it fits under there. It looks sick. Bye. So here's one thing I wanted to mention, that I know I don't have the display up for Greenline Engineering, but Greenline Engineering display was showing that I was hitting 299 amps, which my battery's max is 300, which I don't mind. If we're maxing out the battery, I don't care. It should hold it. But the EggRider shows completely opposite. The EggRider is only showing that we are slightly over 200 amps, which is very, very weird. So like 216, 204, 202, 190. So the EggRider is showing completely different. I don't know. I don't get it. One of them is not matched up perfectly, but we'll get it all figured out one of these days. That was a, man, I got home quick, guys. I don't know, maybe the BAC8000 is making a difference. God dang. We got here quick. I can also see my top speed, which is probably the top speed we just did, unless I hit a higher top speed going to work, but I doubt it. But hit this little settings icon, and we did 64.21 miles per hour. That was just now at 12:07 a.m. and we did 7.57 miles since I reset it, which actually the miles is not correct, because my work, I reset it when I left my house, and it's 6 miles each way, so that's not even right. So that's weird. All right, guys, see you in the next one. Take care. Subscribe to see more videos, because we got a lot more content with the Super 73 to do. I want to go roam around the actual streets and traffic with the Super 73. And if you are new to the channel, this is the Super 73 72 volt system, baby. Everyone's been loving this on the channel, so subscribe. Everyone loves the little shoe down here. You gotta love it. Little touches to it. I want to get some carbon fiber pieces for this. For sure, I want to cover this with a carbon fiber piece or something to put some bags right here so I can get some actual groceries with this thing. But yeah, stay tuned for all the channel stuff, and might be going on a group ride very soon. Maybe this Tuesday. It's a couple days from now, and I don't think I'm going to take the skateboards. I think I'm going to take the Super 73, but I'm worried about how heavy it's going to be on my bike rack, because this bike is heavy now. Super, super heavy, and I got to figure out how the straps are going to fit too, so I don't scratch anything. But all right, guys, peace out. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully you guys like the Sur-Ron. My lights are still blinging.